So good morning students, welcome back. Today in this chapter, unit and measurement, we are going to discuss about error. Okay, one of the most important topic, error. So first of all, let's start with definition. What is error? Actually, error is defined. Error in measurement. Error is defined is the difference of true value and measured value. Okay, I'll give you example. Suppose the length of this marker is suppose 10 centimeter. Okay, some students measure, so 10 centimeter is true value. 10 centimeter is true value. Some student measure 10 centimeter. Okay, some student measure like 11 centimeter. So 11 is called measured value. It will come as -1. Some student measure as 9 centimeter. So 10 minus 9 plus 1. Okay, some student measure as 10. There comes 0. It means the actual length of this marker is 10 centimeter. That is said to be true value, the real actual value. And when we measure, that is called measured value. Some student measured its length 11 centimeter. Some is measured by 9 centimeter. And some measured by 10 centimeter. So it may be negative, it may be positive, it may be 0. So what is error? Error is defined as the difference of true or actual value and measured value. True value or measured value. Okay. Now students will discuss its types. Types of error. There are lots of types, but mainly it is classified in two parts: systematic error and random error. So let's come on that first, systematic error. What is systematic error? The systematic error is that error which occurs in a single direction, in a one way, either in negative direction, either in positive direction. Okay, and this systematic error we can eliminate, we can remove this systematic error by knowing the reason. Systematic error occurs in a same direction, either negative or positive. It can be eliminated. Okay, the main reason for occurring this systematic error is instrumental error. Sometimes what? Instrument is not proper, it's showing the zero error. Okay, I will give you example. See students, in this galvanometer, this needle is not at 0, so it will not show the zero deflection. So instrument is not correct. Such error is called instrumental error. Imperfection in experiment. Okay, sometimes will not use the proper technique, will not follow the proper rule for performing the experiment. Okay, we are not taking the proper reading. Such is called imperfection in experiment technique. Personal error. Sometimes we are not focused on that the experiment. We are taking the wrong reading. Okay, we are doing very fastly. So in that case, the chances are there. Okay, probability are there to increase error. Such is called personal error. External cause. Sometimes, suppose you have to measure the temperature of this liquid. When you measure in that lab, suppose the temperature is 20 degree. When you measure outside the lab, okay, so suppose it will give the 22, 25 due to the heat of sun. Okay, due to the pressure, due to the temperature, due to the wind, it may be the temperature may be increase or decrease. Okay, such error is produced by external causes. So these are the systematic error that occurs in a same direction, in a single direction, either positive or negative. It can be eliminated. This random error. These are those error that occurs by chance. There is no fixed reason. Okay, when we take the reading again and again, it's showing the different reading. A slightly small variation are there, but all readings are different. There is no fixed reason for random error. It occurs randomly. It occurs irregularly in magnitude as well as in direction. There is no fixed reason, no fixed cause. Okay, such error is called random error. Generally in cricket match, when we use the coin for toss, sometimes it gives head, sometimes it gives tail, sometimes it gives tail, sometimes it gives head. We cannot find whether it come head or tail. So such type of error is said to be random error. Now, random error we can minimize by taking their average. So now we'll discuss how can we eliminate the random error by taking their average. So discuss elimination of random error. Suppose we are performing an experiment. Suppose we are taking the temperature of this water first student measure as temperature A1, another student measure as A2, third as A3, and nth student measure temperature of this liquid as air. So okay, so we are finding the variation in temperature. That is called random error. Such error can be minimized by taking their mean or average value. Okay, students. So A1, A2, A3, An are the measurement in experiment. So A bar, either AM, mean or average value, is taken as A1 plus A2 plus A3 till An by n. That is called average. Sum of object divided by number of object. By using this mean or average value, okay, we can minimize the random error. We can eliminate either, we can minimize the random error. Okay, students. Now, students, we'll discuss another point: absolute error. What is absolute error? It is defined as the difference of average value and calculated individual value, and is represented by delta A. Delta A1 is called first absolute error. It is defined as the difference of average value and calculate individual value. This is called first absolute error. This is called second absolute error. It is defined as the difference of average value and calculated individual value that we found in measurement. This is called first absolute error. This is called second absolute error in experiment, and this is called third absolute error in experiment, till we can find An, that is Am minus An, nth absolute error. So remember, what is absolute error? It is represented by delta A. It is represented by delta. It is defined as the difference of average value and calculated individual value in experiment. So this is said to be first absolute error in experiment. This is said to be second absolute error in experiment. This is said to be third absolute error in experiment, till we can find till nth value. Okay, students. Now, students, the next term is that we'll use in numerical is mean absolute error. It is represented by delta A bar. Delta A represent only absolute error that we did in previous. Now, delta A bar will represent mean absolute error. So, as its name, mean absolute error, it means the average of absolute error. The mean of absolute error is said to be mean absolute error. Okay, look, delta A1, modulus of delta A1 plus modulus of delta A2, this sign is said to be modulus. It means when we'll get negative value, it become positive. Modulus of delta A1, it means if delta A1 will get negative, we have to use here positive only. Modulus of delta A1 plus modulus of delta A2 plus modulus of delta A3 till modulus of delta An upon n. This is what? This mathematical term is read as the average. Look at the average of absolute error is called mean absolute error. Sum of object divided by number of object. This is the average. These are the absolute value, absolute error. And when we take their average of absolute error, it is said to be mean absolute error, represented by delta A bar. Now, students, next is relative error. Relative error is defined as the ratio of mean absolute error with average value. Okay, it is defined as the ratio of mean absolute error with average value, delta A bar upon Am, where delta A bar is mean absolute error and Am is average value or mean value. Okay, students, it is represented by del A. This sign is called del. This is delta and this is called del. Okay, students. It's about percentage error. We know this is said to be relative error. When relative error is represented in percentage, such error is said to be percentage error, having the formula delta A bar upon Am into 100%. Where delta A bar is said to be mean absolute error, Am is average value, and here relative error is representing with percentage. Such error is said to be percentage error, and this will be the formula. Students, all these error having some numerical. So in next lecture we'll discuss numerical based on this all types of error. Understood? So we'll revise shortly. What is error? It is defined as a difference of true value and calculated measured value. Okay, these are two types mainly: systematic error or random error. what is systematic error? That occurs in a single direction, either in positive or negative, and systematic error can be minimized by using the by knowing the causes of it. Okay, and next is random error. That occurs by chance. There is no fixed reason for occurring that random error. Okay, and we can minimize the random error by taking their average. And these the terms.